Well, this is a quick lesson on how to cut glass or a mirror, which is what I have. This is an 1/8 inch thick mirror, which is a standard thickness for a mirror. And the first thing you're going to need is a glass cutter. And you can get these for $5 on Amazon. And the important part of this is it has a carbide wheel on the front. And you're going to use that wheel to score a line on the mirror to tell it where to break. Now you can't use steel, you can't use a nail or a screwdriver. Those will just slide on the surface. This will actually dig in and score a line. The next thing you're going to need is a straight edge like a ruler. You're going to follow that path. You're going to need some oil. This is 3-in-1 oil, but you can use olive oil or any type of oil. You just want to get that lubrication to make it slide smoothly. I have pliers in case it doesn't cut cleanly. You might need to grab it and snap off a piece. And I also have glasses, safety glasses and gloves to protect my hands and wrists. So here's how to do the cut. Okay, here's the glass, and I already put some oil on where I'm going to make the cut, and here's the cutter. You can kind of see that little wheel here. I already oiled that up too. So you have to tightly hold it on the line, put it in this direction here, and you press firmly and make the cut. And you can check it and see if it's scored all the way through. And if you miss a spot, like up here at the start, you can go back up and make sure you get the whole length of the cut. Now the next thing is you flip it over, and this is the piece I want, so I'm going to tap on the other side pretty close to the line to try to make sure that it's telling it where it wants to cut. And now we're going to snap it. Okay, to snap it, this is where you definitely want to wear the gloves and the safety glasses. Here's the score line I just made, and I'm holding it right on the edge of the table. And I will kind of bounce it by applying pressure on this side. So I kind of slowly bounce it and add more and more pressure, and it snaps off just like that. So it's that easy to cut glass or a mirror, but there's one last thing. If you want to, you could take a metal file or a nail file or sandpaper, and you can actually round over some of these edges you just cut. You just lightly brush it on these edges and you'll round it over to where you can touch it and it's not going to cut you. If you happen to cut it and there's a little jagged edge that might cut someone. So you can just knock those edges down, and you can do the corners so it's actually safe to touch and it won't cut you. So good luck, I hope this helps. Well, I hope you liked the video you just watched. If you did, feel free to subscribe by clicking the button on this side. You can also check out all the videos I've done, the playlist from things I've built, things I've fixed, home repair, 3D printing, and on this side you can check out a recommended video similar to the one you just watched. And as always, down in the description I'll put a link to my blog, which has more pictures and more information about the video you just watched. Thanks.